to the Maelstrom. So, we had a bit of an emotional week last week.
Yes. Could say that.
God damn you, Seph. So then, Dungeon Master Seph, would you like to tell us a story?
Hey! Last week, the crew, having made their way below ground to investigate the dwarven ruins beneath the city, beneath the mountain I should say, took on the fearsome Tyrantula, the avatar of love. And dear Holly was bitten by a venom that affects only dragons, which, considering she was pregnant with a half-dragon, was not a good thing. After reaching the surface, Holly collapsed, and the party practically begged the Raven Queen to intervene, but there was nothing she could do. They turned... Actually, no, they didn't turn to Bahamut, but Bahamut intervened anyway, and transformed Holly into a golden dragon. We left the party meeting Orla, a paladin of Bahamut, who had been told by Daddy Platinum Dragon to help the party from now on. We pick up again in the Chapel of Bahamut at the Golden Eyrie. Yeah, I should just move us on to there. If you give me a second.
I'm still trying to log in, so please forgive me.
Don't worry.
Someone had something disconnect.
Yep, that was me.
Hopefully it was nothing important.
I didn't know you guys could hear that. I just unplugged my tablet and
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Nope, it's fine.
So yes, the party have just met Orla.
Indeed we did, and I believe we have a dragon egg to return to its mother.
Yes,
we do.
That would be our most pressing course of action. We can have proper introductions later.
I say we have breakfast.
Not with the dragon egg.
Wink, wink.
We should make sure that the dragon egg is safely returned.
Come on, Jeremiah. Even I knew Anarchy was joking that time. And in your mind, Jeremiah hears, Actually, I didn't. I thought she was serious for a moment. She's scary sometimes.
Jeremiah nods.
Why is
know
my
Bahamut.
mic not unmuting? Oh, there it is. Hello, hi.
He is unmuted.
Yes, you're here.
I was sitting pushing the button like 4 times and it wouldn't come back. I was sitting doing a bit of Squish and no one was reacting. Anyway. I think the mama dragon might be a little pissed if we don't bring the baby back. I know I would be. Obsessively hugging Midnight. She's still wary of Orla.
Cool.
Yeah, and Orla is kind of looking at Midnight with, like, fascination, so that's probably not helping.
Nope. Definitely not. Squish is doing that thing which is like a little narrow in the eyes, like pointing to your own eyes and then pointing at Orla.
Yeah, Orla doesn't seem to have any clue what that's about, and she just says, she just nods her head and gestures for the others to move ahead.
You leave the Chapel of Bahamut, making your way back to the Great Hall. Krathe is discussing a few things with some of his advisors. Two of the slightly younger ancient gold dragons are there. There's a copper dragon sort of basically taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of dragonborn running around. You're back.
Yes.
Aye. And we have good news, Great King Krankendoving. And Storm lifts up the egg.
Oh, excellent. Okay, he starts looking around to see where he can see where. 1 second.
It's Victor.
Yes. 1 second. Just a little bit. Okay, I can't find the notes for some reason.
You could take a moment. It's fine.
Unfortunately, they're probably not notes that I have access to.
I'll certainly put it down somewhere around here. It is a handout, so where the hell's it gone?
Question is where you put it.
As I say, it should be under Minotaurs, Goats and Dragons, oh my.
There's the dwarven note, that's all that I can see. Clearly.
Right, because I have all the handouts for the Sapphire Dragon.
Open that one, it's definitely there. Below the Tarantula. And above Fuzcoving.
Oh, Victor. Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Victor. Okay.
Yes, I'll, Victor, we have something for you. You just watch as the Sapphire Dragon steps forward and then she sees the egg and just basically, I won't say she starts charging towards you, but she definitely goes a little faster, yeah.
Yeah. Storm raises the egg up higher and hands it over to her.
She very gently takes it. And goes,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I don't know how to repay you for this.
I don't think any repayment's necessary. Just happy to reunite a mother with her child.
You watch as she just tenderly cradles the egg, kind of pushing it to her chest.
That's a relatable moment. For the parents.
Quest, ma'am.
It may be some time before it's safe for me to return to the ruins. One second.
Speaking of the ruins, there have some dwarves have moved in.
In Escobar, but by the sounds of it, it was their place to begin with.
In a sense, I was protecting the Free Mirrors. They happened to build their city around them, and, we did what we could to protect them.
Well, in that case,
So weird.
yeah.
I see. Go on.
But you certainly see very fascinating things in those mirrors. First, very fascinating things indeed.
Except for the today mirror that's that just give me someone drinking tea.
I'm sure you can find something interesting in there. Sorry, carry on, Seph.
Yes, the present mirror shows you other worlds, other planes.
Well, in that case, I'm just glad I haven't been shown a place that is really, really weird.
Believe me, you have no idea of some of the places out there. But I thank you for your assistance. You watch as she kind of keeps the dragon egg tucked away safely under one of her arms, and she makes her way out of the hall.
Bye. Squish just awkwardly waves.
So, is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, actually, yes. I've been meaning to ask about this since we arrived, but I figured it would be best to help you before requesting help of you, great King Krankindoving. I'm not sure if you are aware of this matter, but there is a revenant ship plaguing the ocean waves. Captain Falkren and his ship, the Ravenger. I've become aware that the only way to get rid of the captain and his ship for good is by means of fire. Dragon fire. I wonder if, like, someone amongst your court will be willing to lend their assistance in making the ocean safer for all.
Kindling ponders for a second, motions to one of the Dragonborn, leans down, you hear some whispering in Draconic, and the Dragonborn scuttles off. I see, so you wish for assistance in putting an end to this creature?
Definitely, he's a danger to everyone.
Plus, if he's not stopped, I'm fairly certain there will be a gold dragon that will be nagging about it on and on, even though she doesn't work for the Raven Queen anymore.
Rafe wouldn't be pleased to know that there's an undead knocking around.
Yes.
His appointment is long overdue.
I see. You watch him stroke his chin a little. The other gold dragons kind of look around a little shiftily at this. But then
Would the king have had time to actually find out about her turning into a dragon? She literally just did it and then we walked
No,
away.
he would not.
Oh.
He would not.
Oh!
Thank you there.
Oh! hang on, I better do this fairly in universe. I guess I should insight it.
But that basically means
Oh,
that
gosh.
we're on the way to being as we were in the
I would say that you can tell he's slightly confused at who this mysterious gold dragon you mentioned is, but he's more being contemplative of what he's going to do next.
Right, you wouldn't know yet.
Yeah.
Long story short, Miss Holly,
These hospitals,
your Sunfast's sweetheart, Bahamut turned her into a golden dragon?
And she's very pretty.
Very pretty.
You kind of... If it was sound effects, you'd get that breaking glass sound effect. I see. This is most unusual.
To be
Dragon.exe
done.
has crashed. Please read the program.
Holly got poisoned while we were down there. A poison that only affects dragons. Bahamut and the Raven Queen kind of intercepted, or else we risked losing not only Holly, but her child.
Second breaking glass.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There will be a lot of talk, I presume.
Yeah, I have a really bad habit of breaking hard news to people.
Yes, I think that Faz will have to do a little bit more explaining than he has done already.
Oh well, don't be too hard on him. After all, she is a really charming person.
It's been a couple. You notice that the Dragonborn scuttles back in with what appears to be a large bottle. Kindling gently picks it up and presses it to the tip of his snout, basically so he can just breathe into it. You watch as
Bottle of dragon breath.
you watch as a spurt of golden flame fires into the bottle, accumulating in it, settling like a liquid. He quickly stops it and gently lowers it down to hand it to you. This is dragon fire. You'd only throw it upon the deck of this ship, and it will burn it to nothing.
Ah, fantastic. Thank you, great King Krankendaving. And Storm will take that.
You are most welcome. If you wish, you may spend the rest of the day. You may leave here tomorrow morning. You're welcome to stay the night.
Sounds like a great plan. We gotta get our heads together around our next move anyway.
Just that your next move will be a little, well, less dramatic than what has happened today.
I hope so too. Oof.
Yes, it would be less of a stressful day.
Agreed.
Also, congratulations, your grandparents.
Trying to do
Third
kind
drop.
of, yeah, basically. We'll have to deal with that eventually, but
Perhaps you need to have a word with your son.
perhaps.
Squish
Yeah.
turns and looks at Midnight. You ever do that to me, we'll have words, young man.
Gosh.
You're
Meanwhile,
kind of...
Midnight's like, what I do?
Yeah.
Nothing
you're
yet.
basically-
I'll be good,
You
Mike,
basically-
I promise.
Oh, you're the best boy. Come here. Just gives him hugs. You are soaking. Get off me. Oh, Jesus.
That's an interesting way to deal with your son, Squish.
No, that's my cat. She just came in from outside and she's drenched and she just shook off in front of me. She
Which
jumped on my
one?
desk.
She or
She.
Lucy?
She jumped on my desk and then just shook off and then ran off, the little witch.
You had a different word in mind. I can hear it.
Yeah.
We already had one, so we already had one cat droppers in it tonight. Now we've got two.
Stop fucking you!
My monitors are just covered in water now. Thank you. Anyway, back to the actual
Yeah.
tender moment. Squish is like, oh, you're the best boy, and give little hugs and
Yeah, we're not looking very happy.
do the little pinchy cheeks. You know the little massage where you like rub the cheeks and the underside of the chin at the same time?
Yep.
That.
Like that really good scene from Pokemon.
Yep.
As this goes on, one of the Dragonborn servants kind of indicates for you to basically leave the hall.
Yeah.
Because things need to be discussed now.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
gonna be interesting.
Big bow, repeated bowing, backing out.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yep.
Hey, Storm.
Ver-
You
Yeah?
might want to take your foot out of your mouth to help you walk out of the room.
I thought he knew.
He literally just left. There's no time.
Well, there's always the possibility that his son could have led him.
I thought happened.
To be fair, I don't think the whole Holly being pregnant thing quite came up yet.
Ah. So
I
Daddy
think
only
he-
got the half truth.
More that he wanted to tell him about Holly first before mentioning he got her pregnant.
I thought he already did.
You're bad at keeping secrets, Storm.
I really am. I
Uh,
wonder if I get it from Dad.
could be worse.
How?
I'm kind of waiting for you to finish that
He
sentence.
could be telling secrets to those who stand opposed to us.
Never fuck those guys.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like, Jeremiah.
I have no idea.
I just got a raised eyebrow at that point.
Me too.
Well, Ardeth was there at the time.
So, what are you hinting at? What happened?
Oh, there was a long ago. Actually, not that long before we met you. We came up across the Lord Harrowmount, and somebody was letting him know all the stuff we knew.
Alright, yes, I screwed up, yes.
If it's any consolation prize, Jeremiah, your banter with bad guys skills have improved immensely since then. As far as I'm aware, you haven't told anyone else any pertinent information.
don't give me a chance. And he grins. He grins because, yeah, he's not gonna.
Why did that sound like a threat?
Yeah, it just goes right back.
So, what do you all want to do?
Well, I believe a good place to start would be finding a quiet place so we can fill Orla in. Because, Orla, you asked what we were doing. Yeah, what aren't we doing? That's the big question. We have a lot of things on our plate right now.
Yes.
Hearing you speak to each other, I'm starting to understand why Bahamut sent me.
Adventure never stops.
That almost sounded like a threat.
No, that sounded condensation.
You mean,
Yeah, but the
you mean,
people are
condescending.
Yes.
Do you mean that in a way that we're charming and likable, or that we desperately need direction and guidance?
She started nodding at the charming and likable and just kept nodding.
The
Both
fact,
of the above.
the fact that we're trouble magnets as well.
Ugh.
That's especially good for a paladin.
Magnets, how do they work?
Then I don't have to go looking for it.
Yeah, the fact that it is.
I'm curious, you mentioned that you came from the wildlands.
Yes.
And pardon me for asking, but what are you doing on the Maelstrom Island?
It's as I said. I work for Bahamut. I follow the wisdom of Bahamut and go where he tells me to go.
Yes,
Sorry, go
yes,
ahead.
but, let's just say in our dealings with gods, they've mainly asked us to do things for reasons.
I believe the reason is to serve Bahamut. It's the be-all and the end-all.
Reminds me, are you, pursuing any demons at all? Literal demons in this case.
Yes, that's basically what I'm driving at. Do you have a particular goal, or...?
Only in the sense of all of them? She grins. All demons.
You just kind of see the light from behind Ardeth's mask just blink on and off for a few seconds.
Bringing truth to the world. That's my goal.
Okay, but seriously, are you pursuing demons? Because the vision in which I saw you in, we were all about to fight a demon in a blood-soaked arena. Or someone transforming into a demon, specifically. Just driving the point home here.
She shakes her head and says, "No one demon. But your vision sounds exciting.
Figured you'd like it.
A chance for us to work together. For great justice."
Yeah! And I pump my fist into the air.
Orla pumps her fist too.
I like this orc.
Indeed.
As you're speaking, you notice a gold-seal kobold kind of comes skittering up. He goes, excuse me, but His Majesty said that you possessed a piece of dragon bone.
Is she talking to me?
Not to us.
I believe that would be Sammy.
Yes.
Actually, as they're saying that, Orla is taking her weapon out and, to show it, confused. Yeah? But she doesn't say that. She just kind of holds it out.
Not your lady Orla, I was meaning this gentleman here.
She locks her weapon back on her back.
Sammy ruffles through his bag and pulls out the piece of dragonborn horn, or dragon horn.
Oh, it is quite interesting. Would you like to accompany me? We can get your weapon made.
Of course.
Sure. The forge is a good place for us to sort our business out than any.
Okay. You watch as the kobold starts leading you out into the city, into the golden area itself.
Though it will be a little bit of a sad thing that our Minotaur friends down the mountain are going to But their blacksmith is also doing work with.
Oh yes, it was. We taught the Minotaurs how to create dragonbone weaponry.
Oh,
And Orla says, she says, Dragonbone is the greatest weapon that could ever be known. You're making a wise choice. Destined by Bahamut, I believe.
Yes, it does seem to have that sort of destined weapon sort of feel to it.
Orla nods. She says, I'm becoming even more certain of why I'm here. Yes!
Out of curiosity, where is Jeremiah's new evil sword that he totally doesn't want?
It is currently wrapped up on his back.
Storm's eyes just flick towards it, and he just goes, some destinies have to be made.
what are you getting at?
It's also just.
Are you still trying to steal his sword? I tell you, the thing is evil.
I know it's evil, but it fits my aesthetic far better than Jeremiah's. I'm the one in service to a dark god of the depths. He's a nice man with a very hairy chest. So I just need to earn the sword's allegiance. Show it who the superior wielder is.
Please don't
Is
kill
that
Jeremiah. We love him.
I think it will demand not only blood but death ultimately. So you technically would have to kill me for it.
Not necessarily. We just have to partake in challenges.
I know a good challenge. Arm wrestling. No one
That's a
distracted.
great start.
Yes, I was actually about to suggest that myself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember when I won that arm wrestling competition with that pretty wrestler lady?
Yes, I actually do.
She was nice.
Yes.
Damn, Anarchy, you really are tougher than you look.
Oh yeah, and I lift my noodle arms to do strong person poses with my noodle arms.
Can Orla see how her battle strengthened knowledge tells her as far as fighting capability for Miss Captain?
I would like you to roll me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that despite being small, noodly, and not that physically imposing, Anarchy could probably run circles around someone.
Yes, she can.
She isn't a bull, she's a mosquito.
Yes.
I'm a seagull on the beach and you're holding fries, my man.
She basically, rather than bludgeoning her opponents out of the way, she's just going to keep coming and coming and coming, slash by slash, until they break down.
She says, I see only truth here.
I say you're having this conversation as you're walking your way
Yeah,
through.
absolutely.
That was the idea I was doing.
And eventually, you make your way towards the large lake situated beneath the Great Pagoda, and you see a gold dragon working a forge. Good morning. How can I help you?
Well,
Yes. I have a piece of dragonborn, or why do I keep saying dragonborn?
well, it's definitely not a dragonborn that is in pieces.
I have a piece of dragon horn that I wish to be made into a mace.
Dragon gently takes the piece of dragon horn, He's a young gold dragon, so he's not that big. He's able to hold the chunk easily in his hand. Quite a nice piece, this. Blue dragon, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Oh. Seems an appropriate dragon bone for you to find, my friend. Come back in a couple of hours, we'll have it ready for you.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you then.
Well, damn. Guess we gotta find somewhere else to hang out.
Yes, it is rather hot in here.
Okay, we've been around this place a while now. We gotta know somewhere where we can just chill in private and talk instead of like clogging up hallways.
If you want some place to just relax, there's the cafe just round there.
See, that sounds ideal.
This little kobold just kind of leads you around the edge of the lake until you find a dragon cafe. He's got tables and chairs for people of various sizes. But you can tell.
Dragon Cafe made me think of Cat Cafe.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I just immediately thought back to an anime where all the servers are anime girls with like little dragon horns and dragon tails.
You're not thinking of dragon meat, are you?
Oh god, I forgot that was a thing. Yeah, pretty much. As soon as he said it, my mind flashed to anime, and it was just, I'm bad.
There is I don't know if it's a web series or not, but there is a little comic of a dragon cafe where this couple runs it, and they just have these adorable little dragons all around the cafe. It's like all different kinds, ravens, quetzalcoatl's, just adorable.
Aww.
Huh.
A
A quick Google search reveals that dragon cafes are a thing in China.
That sounds awesome. Chinese dragon are cool.
Damn, I can't find the weapon, the picture of the Chronoskill mace I've made. I can't find it. So that for next week. But yeah.
I have the details, so.
You have the details, so don't worry about it. You make your way into the cafe. You can see there's a silver dragonborn just behind the counter. She kind of smiles and says, good afternoon. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm sure we're rather famished and could use some refreshment. What's on the menu?
She basically brings up this little... It's like a little cake dome. There's about half a dozen of them. She brings up all quite large. She's basically lifted up the dragonborn-sized portions for you to look at.
Cake! Yeah, Storm's practically salivating.
Am I allowed?
I would say so, Anarchy, yes.
Yes.
I start scoping out like the cakes, but I that thing when you're looking at cupcakes and you're looking for the one for the most amount of icing. Yeah.
You say you find there's basically a large dome full of cupcakes that you're just looking at.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If there's a glass in front of them, my face is pressed to it.
It's kind of... Bear in mind it's a large counter, so you don't think you'll be able to quite get that close.
There's an attempt.
An attempt was made.
It may be a singular attempt, and it may have been stopped in its prime, but there was an attempt.
Instead of looking at them, Anarchy, you should take one.
Or ask for one to be given to you. If they're a little out of reach, I mean. Can be tricky.
Can I have That one, and I point to the prime cupcake.
Has she,
The Dragonborn smiles and gets out a little plate for you, places it on the plate, and
Heck,
just gently
yeah.
places it down.
Heck yeah.
And for everyone else,
Well, I'll take. We'll just take a little bit of. You know what? I'll take one of the cupcakes as well.
okay, she takes a quick note of that, basically sorts it out for you.
I guess we could have a drink as well. What do you say, lads? And lady.
yeah, fair enough. But no,
The
that's
drink are you implying?
Something befitting the time of day.
100% selfish.
We have a large section of teas.
Hell yeah, give me some of that.
Yes,
She basically hands you a list of the various teas you have available.
I'll try this
But on the other hand,
Earl
does mean that
Yeah, okay. Certainly, sir.
lack of experience with their
It's definitely not a misspelling of Earl Grey.
She, Orla looks up and down at the tea menu and says, "I know nothing of these."
Ah, well,
Choose, and she looks at them and says, "Choose one for me."
I recommend Lapsang Souchong. It's like kind of earthy, but like wood.
Ah, this sounds good. Yes, that.
Yes. That'll
Give
be
me
two
some of-
Lapsang Souchong then.
The words he used.
I'll try one of those too.
Yes!
Okay.
Seriously, that's like the best tea.
Real
There's
life, I
licorice
don't.
tea downstairs that I've yet to try. I don't even know where it came from.
The shop, probably.
I think Cullen's father sent it home with us at one point.
And Storm would like two cupcakes. One for him and one for a friend.
Okay.
For his friend. And he
Okay.
points to the bird.
it'd be good to get the systems.
If Dragonborn takes the orders, she goes,
Hey,
Yeah, it'll be a
okay, we'll
for
bring
me.
the
It's
teas out
something
to you in
for
a
me.
few moments.
I beg your pardon?
We'll bring the teas out to you soon.
Thank you very much.
You all make your way to a decently sized table. Enough to get all of you around it.
Heck yeah.
This is nice.
Yes, it certainly is a place that one could stay at.
You definitely won't be disappointed in your choice of tea. If I could describe Latsang Souchong, it's like it tastes like how a fireplace makes you feel. It's very, very warming to the soul.
Tea
Now
just tastes like earth water to me.
That's probably because you just haven't had the right tea yet, Anarchy. There are better teas. Unless it was tea provided by the mistress, in which case it probably was the best tea in the world, and you just don't have a taste for it.
That sounds about right.
Fair enough. You're not a tea person. I get that. Maybe
Yeah,
coffee
that's
is more
perfectly
your
fine.
style.
I'd say that Ardeth got
I
Anarchy
think giving coffee
hot
to Anarchy
chocolate.
would be a very bad idea.
I'd say that Ardeth got Anarchy hot chocolate.
Oh,
I had coffee once. I don't know how I got on the roof.
I was there. I don't know how you got on the roof.
I assume you climbed, but you do have small arms. And then I look contemplative.
Yeah, I can jump real far though.
I can also jump real good.
Yeah.
Anyway. So,
Then,
we have two options now, I think. We can either go back down to the irritating people, Terry's, or we can go to the unicorn.
easy to share between the studios.
well, I think we have to go back down and deal with the Terry because I have a mission and I can't put it off forever.
That's true.
What's your mission?
I have to assassinate the leader of the Terry, the Great Zarquad, for my god.
He was bad.
Yeah, he's kind of like a lazy despot. You know, it's like, oh, look at me, I'm so great, but I'm just gonna hang around being high all the time and not actually do my job.
Well, to be honest,
Right? Are you talking about the leader of the Terrys or Neil?
yeah, it sounded more like Neil, actually.
No, they might have gotten high together. I mean, Neil was trying to be diplomatic.
You're
Yes.
beholden to assassinate someone?
I am, yes. My god granted this individual powers, and he is, well, he's basically embarrassing my god with them.
Hmm. Well, he's not using it for the good of the people, he's just...
Exactly. He's,
He
ba-
is just...
he's
you
basically saying he's bigger than Aquanox.
You can't. Nice. You can't. You can simply confront him.
I can
What's
confront
wrong with
him.
assassinations? I assassinate people all the time.
I'll
That's
put it like this.
right.
Imagine if Bahamut gave someone a weapon, and then they used that weapon to kill priests of Bahamut. That's how bad it is.
That basically sums it up. But yes, if subterfuge is the issue, I'm kind of rethinking the approach, and I kind of just want to charge straight in there and tell him to fucking, like, you know, die, you bastard! You know, just go in, Eldritch Blast blazing.
Orla is like got her elbows up on the table. She's folded her hands together. She's got her head down, and she's like got her forehead on her hands, like she's praying.
I know that pose way better. That's usually a double face bomb.
No, not in the face, in the folded hands. So she's like up on top. Her forehead is on top of her folded hands, like prayer.
Yes, still, I know that, and it's usually when I think I'm surrounded by a bunch of idiots. Which is why I haven't done this pose in a long time with you.
Bahamut sent me to help you. I don't sense that there's a test involved. So, if we do this, if I help you, what? Sorry?
Nothing, Squish, just being Squish.
If you're comfortable about participating in this, you don't have to. I understand. I mean, it's my job. Everyone else is only getting involved because they don't want me to get hurt.
She raises her hand and says, Bahamut told me I would help all of you.
True, but I don't want to make you uncomfortable personally.
A paladin's never worried about her comfort.
That sounds dumb.
I've met a few paladins who were all about comfort.
That's surprising. Well, it depends on the paladin, I suppose.
Well,
Alright, I will assist you.
So what I'm trying to insight is like how sincerely Orla believes what she just said. Like, oh yeah, well, my preference doesn't matter. It's what Bahamut wants that matters.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if you've got a free-to-play game that's just...
Oh, I would assume that succeeds.
It's your choice. Like, are you
She's not trying to be deceptive. She is 100% honest.
And I'd say, yeah, 10 succeeds.
Okay. Oh,
She
very
believes
well.
it
That's
with-
the way you see it.
It's kind of core to her being.
Very well. If you're okay with it, we shall proceed. But if you ever feel uncomfortable, we will respect your values.
She touches the symbol of Bahamut on her arm and with her opposite hand and says, I trust Bahamut.
Very well. Yes, but yes, that is our most immediate task, once we head down to the Terry tribe. From there, we have to return Neil to his father at some point, presumably along the way, and then once we're back with the Minotaurs, we can then head north to investigate the Fey Forest and check in with this unicorn.
Well,
That seems to be our immediate course of action.
You could probably just tell Neil to go home.
Oh yeah, but either way, we still gotta head down this mountain.
Yes.
Another climbing adventure.
It should be easier going down than it was going up.
It's more. I think it's more dangerous going down because then you
Talking
get
about that. Sorry about that, guy.
And you've broken your arm, and
If anything, they
Don't
could
stress
be
out.
doing an entire game of remote.
We are not stressed.
Set up an office somewhere.
Let's just say
stands
Orla's
up, grabs
looking.
Squish and threw her across the room. Ah!
Yeah, she's inspecting her weapon. I'm ready whenever you are.
Like I said, those are our immediate tasks, but we have many more.
Which one is more urgent?
Well,
I'm
what we
always
can...
ready for good murder.
Well, at some point we do have to deal with the Arcadians.
We do. But I'm meaning
Yeah.
to ask about that, because like I've been hinting at, we have a lot to do. But do we want to, basically, once we're done on this island, deal with the Arcadians, and then the rest after?
Which of your targets is most likely to move?
Thing is, we don't know. Aside from the Arcadians probably will stick around. After all, they're gonna stick something at us.
So I am a bit concerned. Sorry.
Right?
Yes, they are, Anarchy.
Just go to Terrytown first.
Yep, that's the plan.
They're on the way after all, yes.
I just meant,
Sorry.
Sorry. I just meant that after we deal with what we can on this island.
Oh.
Which
Gotcha.
She
reminds
heard. Orla heard them all refer. Orla heard them all refer to Anarchy as captain, didn't she?
I believe she did, yeah.
I think we
yeah.
introduced her as Captain Anarchy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. As captain, I recognize your choice.
But I like suggestions, because then it's not fun, because then it's just me talking.
If
Well, the
I'm be
unicorn
honest,
is in that general direction. Squish points off to her right. And the Terrys are in that general direction. She points to her left. And they're both halfway down the mountain.
no, the unicorns at the bottom of the mountain.
Told you.
Oh,
I expect there's going to be penalties.
okay.
And Anarchy?
Yeah, let's just go to the closer one.
Really?
Okay,
And
so-
Anarchy, the fact that you listen to suggestions is what's going to make you a great pirate king someday.
That's a lot
Oh,
more
yeah, I forgot she was going to do that.
cool than I was
Hell, I haven't. I want to help her.
And Orla gets a little grin and looks over at Storm and says, "Someday."
She's got a bit of learning to do, but I have full faith in our captain.
So do I. I was guided to your captaincy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not so bad. Money didn't change hands. And yet...
Remind me above game. Paramount is on this island, right?
No, he is not.
Okay, so we don't have to deal with him right away. Though I'd rather deal with him sooner rather than later.
Oh no, you wouldn't have. Yeah, you wouldn't have. You've not seen Haramont, so yeah.
I've not seen him, but I'm well aware of him. My god wants him dead.
To be honest, a lot of people want him dead.
Even Tiamat, if I recall.
Oh, yeah. Trying to bring the Great Calamity back here.
Ola,
Yeah.
roll me a
Mhm.
history check.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was about to say something. Good call.
I just overheard
History.
my husband saying electric taco, and I have no idea what the context is.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
know
I'd say you spent. I'd say you definitely know the story of Nikovod and the Five Calamities. You know that without a doubt, if he's coming back, then yeah, Tiamat will be gunning for his blood as well as Bahamut.
Oh yeah.
This would be just about the only This is just about the only thing the two dragon gods have ever agreed on.
Well,
She says,
Oh, this guy pissed off everybody, didn't he?
if that's the case, if that's what's at stake, then I know why Bahamut sent me here now. And I will follow you unreservedly.
That's great to know. You're in good company here, and we're happy to have you, Orla. Though I think some of us might need a bit more convincing.
My actions should convince you all.
Aye, that's what I'm thinking.
I have faith in that, among others.
Well, if I could be perfectly candid, it would be probably a good idea to deal with the Arcadians as soon as possible.
Fair enough. Once we deal with our immediate business here, we'll go deal with the Arcadians. Is that fair, everyone?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Sounds good to me.
After all, I doubt the Garuda is destroyed fully.
it's being taken apart, from what I can tell, by the Overseer.
Oh, it's going to be taken apart.
Well, it's going to be taken apart, but you never know how far into the future you can see with these kind of things.
Precisely.
The timeline of events with your vision is not entirely known to us, Jeremiah, but what we do know is that the Garuda and the Ifrit are being taken apart, and presumably the best parts of both are being put together. So that's
Yeah.
going to be fun.
Yes, that's going to be... well, let's just say it's good that you're here, Orla.
Thank you, but perhaps you should fill me in on the short version of what you, as we while we walk, of what
Yes.
you've done so far and how you got to this place.
Wow.
Yes,
that's a lot.
how we do it over. Oh, the tea's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically the tea's brought to you all. Ardeth's already paid for it, so
Thank you,
it
Art.
costs about 2 gold for all of your order. So, and yeah, you basically fill all are in on everything that's happened. Basically,
You were being honest when you said it was a lot.
Yes,
Yeah, seriously, I'm having to take notes at this point.
yes.
We
And,
keep arriving at places and then being like stuck. It's like, what are we doing here exactly?
well, and then a god comes in and says, "Hey, I want you to do this." We've had our fair share of encounters with gods.
Just think, though, Storm. When this is done, you may have a book there.
Could I pen a novel? That would be interesting.
Well, if anything, I would say if you find a bard willing to help you out, that's going to be the greatest song ever.
Oh, I'm sure.
You use your words well, Storm. I believe in you.
I was about to say it's been a while since I wrote anything, but I wouldn't object to helping lend you a hand.
You'd have to read it to me.
I suppose I would.
Storm's just kind of like, he's actually kind of blushing a bit. He's like, oh gosh, jeez, I never considered myself to be a writer. But I'll give it a crack.
I
No.
should warn you, most of my writing was academic, not intended for entertainment, so it might require a little, shall we say,
Finesse.
yes, a little romanticism applied.
I love reading about other people's adventures, but I'm afraid I don't have the words for it.
You're going to be part of our adventures, then you'll have a part in this book. So then your adventures will be shared with people.
Perhaps. Let's go have adventures first.
I love your attitude.
It's refreshing, yes.
Thank you. Now, I must say, this tea is excellent.
It would appear that they seem to grow it here. Ardeth kind of motions to the northern side of the lake. You can see small tea fields, enough to supply the cafes.
I figured you'd like it. I'm glad I was right. And I'd also like to make clear for people that Bolt does not get a cupcake. It's actually going into Storm's inventory. It's not for Bolt. No, Bolt gets food too. He gets freaking like a ration, like jerky.
Yeah, dude, you think a bird would eat a cupcake? That's bad for him.
Exactly.
Not if it was a birdseed cupcake. I've seen those.
Yeah, but dude, I see videos of people on the internet like feeding their pets like ice creams from McDonald's, and I'm like, please.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No,
They're but a child.
I want to smack those people. I want to smack them silly.
Yes.
Well, some animals, yes. Other animals, no.
No.
I would say that Ardeth makes sure to fill Ola in on the Arcadians as well. Basically, the whole backstory with them, how she... Ardeth is incredibly candid about her role in what happened to her people.
Bahamut told me I'm here to serve all of you.
Rest assured, that person died a long time ago.
I understand that.
We know that, Ardeth. And Squish will just give Ardeth a little pat on the arm.
I appreciate it, Squish, but I felt it would be best to lay it all down out in the open. And if we are taking on the Arcadians, well, let's just say my people were rather enamored of their constructs.
Impression.
Why did they have to make them so big?
Mainly because, well, we weren't exactly the most pleasant civilization.
To strike terror in the hearts of their enemies.
Well, that
One.
you saw. Well, you didn't, Storm, but everyone else, you saw the Titan. That was designed for demolishing cities.
Well, I mean, Storm has seen
I've seen
the
the
flying one.
and the Garuda, yes.
Yes.
The Titan was about 7 times the size of those.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yes, it's literally a walking siege weapon.
And you
Yes.
guys beat that?
Well,
I don't think it was fully active.
it
Good.
was.
That
We had a lot of luck.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
The power of friendship.
Well, it was somewhat unsettling seeing one again.
I hope I never get to see one.
Yeah,
I know, I jinxed it.
I don't think you will have a choice in that matter.
I know, but a man could dream. Mhm.
Well, I doubt it. By the looks of it, the one we encountered in the city was the last of its kind. At least the larger one is beyond recovery now.
Yeah. Then again, I suspect the Overseer is going to build one. Call it a hunch.
I get the feeling that what she's interested in will be more lightweight. The Arcadians live in a flying city, remember?
Yes. You combine one of these massive sentinels with a flying machine, and yeah.
Been meaning to ask. I'm a little confused. We met someone by the name of the Overseer, and with a name like that, I figured she was top dog, but apparently there's this Eden character. What's the deal with that?
Eden is
His best way I can describe him is a machine spirit.
A machine spirit.
Yes. Do you know how constructs work? They are powered by magic.
I'm aware of that.
Basically, a machine spirit is a creature from another plane that's been bound into the construct.
I see.
Sometimes we can create them, but that's very rare.
Was Eden created, or did he arrive?
I really can't say for certain. I know that Ark was created, so it makes sense that Eden was created as well.
See.
Ark was created, and he is perfect.
My people had a whimsical name for our cultural archive.
Well, you could certainly
that's the only bit of whimsy your people have shown.
There were very few of us who were that way inclined. My younger sister was one such individual.
Yeah.
Seems like there are like sparks of goodness and pleasantness in the Foreclaimer race, but sounds to me like that tended to get snuffed out. Not seen as proper.
It wasn't. We valued science more over aesthetics.
I've been buying. I buy a lot of stuff, but not Gundam stuff. Don't really
I may not know the full picture, but it's a very sad picture, what I can see.
Well, let's just say we delved too deep into what we were capable of.
And now we're gonna help fix the mess.
Well,
believe me, that particular mess, well, we did what we could to deal with it. We stopped it from following us into another world, so...
Yeah.
And then I cause the next mess, so...
Well, was a little bit more complicated than that, it seemed, from what I've gathered.
You mean from what you saw in the shrine?
Yes, it was a lot more complicated than just that. Just, you creating a mess just because. That's not the story, as I can tell.
No, but it's a lot easier to summarize it thusly.
Well, it's the mess was the result of you trying to do the right thing.
To be fair, the right thing in my mind at that point was to punish my sister for what she did.
Yeah.
And then they learned.
But like I said, that person died not long after, so...
Yeah.
A team. Bees was just Andrew, and also...
Hey, I am very much looking forward to going to a whole new world where everyone is going to look down on us for the fleshy peons that we are.
Oh no, my people are exactly as well as you see me now. We have a few enhancements, but beyond that, we're as mortal as you are.
Yeah.
Attitude.
I was more alluding to the attitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
they kind of were really, really snooty.
It's okay, Storm. If anyone messes with you, tell me, and I'll bite them. They'll know who's boss.
You know, I'll gladly take you up on that offer, Captain Anarchy, because if I hear one more self-aggrandizing speech, I will scream!
Well, that is where I come in and distract them.
But something else concerns me. The overseer wanted to collect a sample of my, well, a part of me.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a law.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with more advanced spells, but
Do you mean the fact that the Overseer is brought back and reborn over and over into the same body?
yes, it's a higher level spell known as Clone. It allows us to create a soulless vessel based on someone's original body.
Duplicates.
Precisely. I'm more concerned about who else they've duplicated.
Well, your older sister.
She was powerful, but there were others
Yeah.
as powerful as myself.
Oh, don't tell me your parents might be.
No, not my parents.
Well, given how you explain things, parentage works different to how most people think works with your people. And yes, he's flustered.
We tended to pair bond for life, but it wasn't exactly romantic.
Yeah. The exchange of materials.
Pretty much, yes.
God, that sounded so clinical. I feel like I need a shower.
You and me both, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'll explain another time, Anarchy.
And Orla's just shaking her head.
But, yes. Let's just say that I was deemed powerful among my people as a warrior, but there were 4 others. I consider them my close friends.
Great.
And I can tell you from first-hand experience, if they've been cloned, I'm not looking forward to having to face them again.
I understand.
Well, you won't be facing them alone. You have other friends, too.
That's
Yes.
true, but it'll still be quite harrowing to see them again after, well, they didn't survive.
Well,
Believe me, I think.
then again, it's not them. It's only in their creating something someone created in their image.
But I think we can all understand that the past can hurt, even if it's a shadow of it.
Yes.
Indeed.
We've got your back, Ardeth. That much I can say for certain.
It is appreciated, Storm. But for what it's worth, as soon as we get back to Ark, I'm going to have something very interesting to show you all.
Well, now I'm just giddy with excitement. I want to ask so bad, but I will be a good Tabaxi.
Well,
And let my
Orla,
curiosity consume me
I'm
on
fairly
the inside.
fairly certain that Orla will be most amazed when we
Oh.
board.
Well,
Well, I can't be a good Tabaxi because I'm not a Tabaxi. So what is it? What is it?
And why me especially?
Ark is not the typical ship you'd expect.
Oh yeah, Ark is our friend. Your continued employment will very much depend on your treatment of a friend.
I will do what I can, Captain Anarchy, to treat your friends with respect.
Well, Anarchy, I did tell you... Well, actually, I did hint at what it would be, but all I can say for certain is we're going to a flying city.
I remember you said something about a thing in a guy's pocket, and I thought it was in his pocket, but really you had it?
Yes. The crystal crank Enderman gave me.
That's the last time I tried to pick a king's pocket, let me tell you. It's not.
Yeah. So that's what you were doing down beneath the table.
No, I was eating pancakes.
After trying, okay. Oh, well. To be honest, you almost got away. barely noticed that you were scurrying around down there.
I'm sneaky.
I know.
Orla finds
And
this
he
amusing.
moves in to ruffle her hair a little bit in a playful manner.
Say hi to them. See how they're doing.
And like slaps at your hand, but not like hard.
All right. I'll stop.
They definitely seem to be. Sadly, he's not.
Do not fix the hair. I just let it be.
Matronic toddler.
I'd say the conversation carries on for the next hour or so. Eventually, you realise it's around about time that the blacksmith told you the weapon would be ready. So,
Let's head that way.
You have an interesting hobby.
Icy laughed. The joke was worth it.
Pictures of post boxes.
you make your way back round to the blacksmith. You can see he's just in the middle of putting the last few finishing touches to something.
No, she just.
A few spurts of golden flame erupt from his mouth, very finely controlled, like Krankendering did with a bottle.
I don't understand why. She does.
Is it just me or is his tongue out?
Orla bows her head slightly, like reverently at the dragon's display.
And you watch as he quenches it very quickly, lifts it, and you can see this beautiful. The horn's slightly polished, it's giving off a slight sheen. It's just a simple shaft, basically screwed into the bottom of it, in other words. But it is set, it looks strong, and he smiles as he notices the slight crackling energy at the tip.
Ooh. Fancy.
Fancy.
Jinx,
Ah,
you
you're
only
back.
broke.
You got me.
Joke's on you. I don't have any.
Where's my Coke, man? Where's my Coke?
I'm a Pepsi kind of pal.
Anyhow,
Know
continue.
what you mean?
Half-orcs
Squeeze
prefer
the bottom
Pepsi
of
too.
Max.
Like Pepsi smells like dust, but I love it.
Yes.
I have no idea what the two are talking about.
The dragon walks over and delicately presents the mace to Sammy.
Sammy reaches out and graciously takes it from the dragon,
Okay.
holding it up and examining it carefully. Aye. You do fine work.
Well, I do my best. It's not often I get to work with Dragonbone, but I'm glad it suits you.
No bother. I'll talk to you later.
Well, I've seen,
You too.
I mean, ignoring the fact that you were working with Dragonbone, I've not seen dwarven stuff that's this finely made.
Dwarves are exceptional craftsmen, but when it comes to working Dragonbone, you can't get better than natural dragon.
Indeed. This will serve me well.
Now, I'm sure you're aware of how Dragonbone works, aren't you?
What stops the dragon being all floppy?
Not quite what I was meaning.
Go with the old standard of course I do, but why don't you explain it again for those that don't know?
Well, as you know, each dragon, depending on their coloration, has the abilities to wield a certain element. For example, a silver dragon, their essence is of ice. Gold dragon is of fire. And blue dragons, such as yours, is lightning. Put simply, this weapon is imbued with the essence of a dragon, of our pure magic. As such, the essence will allow you to inflict its power on whoever you strike.
Very nice.
As long as it doesn't talk back at you. I heard you. You're talking shit about me.
No, Dragonbone weapons aren't sentient per se. The spirit of the dragon who gave the bone may be able to contact you, but beyond that, it's just a regular weapon.
All right.
Well, again, thank you. Like I said, this will serve me well.
You are more than welcome.
Oh then, what time is it by this point?
I would say it's getting to around 6 p.m.
Evening is here and the night approaches.
Don't forget you have a room, bed and board at the palace.
Sure do.
Well, shall we join the family for a little bit of chit-chat?
Do you think
The
you
royal
can stand
family.
it there, Storm, or are you gonna put your foot in your mouth again?
You know, I'd like to say I try and not put my foot in my mouth, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen anyway at this point.
I can put my foot in my mouth. I'm pretty flexible.
As flexible as a tabaxi.
My mouth isn't quite big enough for my foot, though.
See, and that is I have the distinct advantage.
Orla's just kind of peering back and forth at this conversation.
Just,
Maybe not
These are the mighty heroes.
Very
These are the mighty
nice to see you
heroes.
try.
just ignore the banter between them.
Yeah, you could basically see that both Jeremiah and Ardeth kind of have that look of this is just normal for
These
us.
are the decisions I've made in my life to this moment.
Oh, say it's Tuesday again.
Yeah, pretty much. This is just Tuesday for us. You'll get used to it.
Yes.
But yes,
Don't taste it.
I don't know, Anarchy. There are some people who are very into the taste of feet, but that is something for you to learn about when you're older.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Who roll a perception check?
Stop. Yeah, you just see Ardeth's eyes blaze just slightly bright when she glares at you.
There we go. Told you.
What?
It was worth it. Out of character, it was worth it.
Yes.
People always say people tell you when you're older, but they always say that when I don't get it, and then they get all weird, and then they're like coughing awkwardly and whistling, quote unquote, casually. I don't believe it for a second. Is there some conspiracy I don't know about?
No.
Not quite that, Anarchy. It's, as I said, something that, well, we will need to discuss when you do get older, but for now I wouldn't worry about it.
Yes, it's
Boring
just
adult stuff.
it's things about becoming an adult.
Alright. I'll trust you. Only because Ardeth's on board. Got my eyes on you guys.
I will attempt to be
Was I-
worthy of your consideration. She
Was
overstates it,
I-
and she is joking.
Was I just threatened with being fired?
You seem to think a lot of things are threats, Jeremiah.
That's because most of them are.
Yes, we tend to get, well,
If we don't find trouble, trouble finds us.
That's why I'm
I
here.
have trouble making friends.
Well then, how about this? Puts out her hand. Be my friend.
I accept, and I shake her hand.
Oh, and Jeremiah. She's bringing it out to Jeremiah.
It's two.
Yeah.
Too,
I think you just
Jeremiah.
hit me
I know. She says that though. She says like, and
They-
Jeremiah.
They say strangers are friends you just haven't met, so
We've met.
of course. And he
Good
grabs
enough.
her hand, gives it a decently strong grip, and shakes it.
Yeah. Orla gives an even grip as well. And then she says, and anyone else who favors handshakes.
Ardeth kind of looks at you and just goes, I don't wish any gods, but I'm not exactly going to turn down anyone who's sent by them to help us, so She kind of extends her hand.
Handshake to her.
I would say from her handshake you can tell she's not the strongest. She's got some strength behind her, but you can tell that most of her fighting is more speed strength.
Yeah, makes sense.
But she's quite strong for an elf.
Yeah. And then she looks at the others and then like puts her hand down if no one else wants to shake her hand. If they do, that's great. How about Squish? She does pause at Squish.
Squish ponders for a moment, and then seems to get distracted over the size difference between their hands. He's like, oh wow, you could like encompass my entire hand. She mutters that out loud, was looking at her hand.
But I won't.
People having really big hands, I always think of basketball, because my mom used to be a basketball coach and a volleyball coach. But the basketball coach thing, it's like my mom has big hands. She could like palm a basketball in one hand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I always think of that, and I'm like, yeah, I've got tiny hands.
As do I. But anyway.
Everyone says that. I always think of Reeves and Mortimer a song about tiny hands. I'll find it later, but yeah. That's just me getting distracted.
Yes.
Well, we better not keep the king waiting, I suppose.
I've got somewhere else I have to be, though, for a while. I need to prepare for the arm wrestling later on. I might be a couple hours.
Oh, great. You really want him so bad?
Yes, I plan to employ everything in my arsenal to earn the allegiance of the sword, short of killing you, because I'm rather fond of you.
That is good to hear, and you do know that I could...
Interesting indeed.
Oh, great. He's listening in.
That's what things with ears and sentience usually do.
Yes,
Barbara claps her hands together at that and goes, ha!
Yes, I decided to remain polite and not butt in. At
You
least,
don't have a butt.
well, technically speaking, have you not heard of the butt of the hilt?
Oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well,
I
there you
just
go.
picture Anarchy looking around conspiratorial to the entire group and going, we have a sword with a butt. Like Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers kind of voice.
Yes.
Pretty much every sword has a butt.
But a weapon. So
Orla starts laughing out loud.
All right.
Yes.
In that case,
Lord Bahamut, I am most blessed.
maybe you are.
well, as I said to you when I identified the sword, it isn't cursed, and it's well,
I mean, it's mainly got a bad streak of not being nice.
Which is
Oh,
fair
for good-
when you want to use it to, like, shed the blood of your enemies.
Oh, for goodness sake, will you two men just compete?
I bet I could beat both of you.
Orla, your Haraga is showing.
What?
What?
Saying your Haraga is showing.
Who is this Haraga?
Wait. You don't know what's going on yet. You'll see. It's not the same as Haraga.
You know, Orla, you're right. We should get to the competing, which means I have to go do preparation.
No, she meant we compete right now. So you want arm wrestling?
Right now, in the middle of a forge.
Somewhere where you won't break the table, but otherwise, it might. She says,
We
Just
could just
get over
ask him if we could borrow an anvil and do it over there. That thing shouldn't break.
well, there's that flat stone table just over there.
Well, in that case, and Jeremiah readies himself.
Okay.
Don't think I will go too light on you.
First round, I would like a strength from Storm and a strength save from Jeremiah.
8.
Oh!
Yeah. Jeremiah, Storm, you're trying to get Jeremiah down, but yeah, his arm's much beefier than yours is, so you're having a lot of difficulty. Okay, I want a strength from Jeremiah and a save from Storm.
Yeah, come on, Storm.
Match.
The two of you struggle, but at this point you're pretty evenly matched. Strength from Storm, save from Jeremiah.
I call dibs on the winner.
Oh, no!
Yeah, Storm, you struggle and try, but Jeremiah's arm is not moving. Can I have a strength from Jeremiah and a save from Storm? Yeah. Storm, you just watch as your arm slowly begins to bend backwards. And to decide this, I would like just a single strength from both of you.
Please.
Aww.
Yeah,
Jeremiah actually pulls
Yeah.
his strength a little.
Alright.
So he's actually going.
Then.
Yes.
Yep. Jeremiah, you, like you say, you're not giving it your full welly, but yeah, eventually Storm, through sheer determination, is able to just force your arm backwards, and he basically wins.
Well,
You might want to roll as deception, buddy.
you can tell he let you win.
You let me win at the end there.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you
That's
did.
Bear with me just 1 second.
The question is, how is the inside of the sword?
Yeah, the sword is the one.
Sword does not look well. You can't actually see him, but you can tell he's not impressed.
Yeah, see,
I
I moved the sword here.
So
I appreciate the thought, Jeremiah, but if I don't earn its allegiance fairly, then it's not worth having.
well, there's always next time.
Next time could be very soon.
Oh, you want to go again right now?
No, not right now. I asked for a bit of preparation, but you wouldn't give it to me.
Oh,
So who won?
you mean cheating?
I
Storm.
did say I would do everything in my power to win.
Storm.
As I
Storm.
said, cheating.
I don't know if I'm
Storm.
denying it.
Storm, so your reasoning is, I wasn't ready. Was there light in your eyes?
Is there not another contest of strength you could perform?
Well, there's always other strengths that one could employ.
You could do a hot dog competition.
We could! What's a hot dog?
I don't know.
It's a sausage in a bread roll.
Why don't they call it sausage in a bread roll then? Why do they call it a hot dog? It doesn't look like a dog. It's not. It doesn't bark like a dog.
Well,
It's not a dog.
Let's say
Big ideas and marketing schemes.
that, and we tend not to question what goes into one.
Blink, blink.
Silence.
Okay.
I mean, that would be cutting your own throat, wouldn't it?
More that, as I said, we don't know exactly what meat the sausage is made from.
Okay. Moving on. I was thinking more of a battle of the wits. After all, they say that the word has a lot of power as well.
I know.
You
How about we
suggesting-
both sit at a table and then one of you puts poison in one of the drinks, and then you mix it up, and you try to decide which poison the drink is in, but it turns out it's both of them.
Anarchy, you just
The
spoiled the
Pirate's
trick.
Gambit.
Anarchy, we want them both to live, remember?
Also, that would be rather fatal for both of us. None of us would win if both cups are poisoned.
Orla is thinking aloud. I'm whispering something to the GM.
If you're thinking in Orcish, Jeremiah actually speaks Orc.
No.
It's great to know she's thinking in Orcish, but could Jeremiah read minds?
I would say
Yeah,
to
that's
that, yes. Yes, Orla can have that.
Yes. Orla raises a hand and says, I have something that might help with this.
Well, I'm all ears.
She fishes into her pack and pulls out a book with jovial Orcish script. And I'll tell Jeremiah what it says, because you said you can read Orcish.
Yes, I speak Orc.
One moment.
Oh.
She holds it up and says,
That goes in the way I was thinking. As I said, a battle of wits.
Yes. Do you each have something to write with? If it's a game, you can't have one of you just shout out the answers. I like this. I like officiating. Maintaining order. Having rules with a competition is important.
I thought I had some paper.
Does anyone have something to write with and paper?
Ardeth very quickly hands out 2 pieces of charcoal and some parchment.
Yes.
That'll do.
Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna do riddles. These are real riddles.
Oh no.
But the catch is that you have to decide honestly. I'm calling it for. I mean, if unless Seph disagrees, if you know, you have to decide if your character would know. Does that sound fair?
Yeah,
That
it sounds fair to me.
And you two, Kubar?
Yes.
We shall 5 riddles. Whoever
All right.
gets the most right wins. In the event
All
of a
right.
tie, we find a third competition. Or there's a tiebreaker. Riddle number 1. And she kind of stiffens up a little and like she feels like she's being a big orator.
God.
She says, flip, 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 flip. Okay. I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I?
Wait, say that again.
I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I?
So what was that again?
Cities, but no houses. Mountains, but no trees. Water, but no fish.
Storm's really thinking. Oh. I think I got this one. I'm a ranger. I've had to pore over this a fair few times. It's a map.
Oh, you weren't supposed to say it out loud. Your answer.
Oh.
Now Jeremiah can... Oh, no. But, what was Jeremiah going to guess that, too?
Let me
Or do you want to have Squish say it, or, do you want to have, frickin', Storm say it out loud and ruin it? In character?
No.
Let me roll. You know what? Kubar, odd
Yeah.
or even?
Let's go odd. Damn it.
Jeremiah does not know it.
One for Storm, then. And the next one. Another riddle. Ah. Okay. You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk. But when you look again, you do not see a single person on the boat. Why?
People on the boat, but suddenly they're not there when you look away.
Yeah, run that by us one more time.
Yes. Yes, I will. You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. What?
Now I know the answer.
And just send the answers to me or because I answers.
Squish
GM
is
them.
confused.
Or whisper them, I mean.
Yeah.
Whisper them to me. Sorry. Orla looks like she's having the time of her life. Like she's done a bunch of stuff like this before.
I gotta say, even though my characters are smart, I am not.
Does Storm know?
I'm thinking really hard.
If you guys are not having fun at this, we can stop.
No, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
Anarchy back and forth like it's a tennis match.
I reckon we've had enough time for that one, though.
Okay. And no answer from Storm?
Yep, I'll pass.
It was a wedding boat.
I don't get it.
Wait, what?
They're all married, so
No
there's not a single
single
person.
It's a play on word. It doesn't really work in common for me.
That would work in common.
So it's
God,
still 1-0.
Puns.
I've got now.
So it's 1-0. You're still in the lead, Storm.
Yes, and you only have 3 more.
Well, I still have a chance to win.
I feel like we're
And he chuckles.
I wish I was like the other Tabaxi growing up and more heavily studied the stories rather than the blade.
You measure my life in hours. When I serve you, I expire. I'm quick when thin and slow when fat. And I fear only the wind.
You know what, Kubar? Odd or even?
I'll go with even this time.
Well, in that case, I'm giving... Orla the answer.
That riddle
Yes,
by me
what-
one more time. I think I got it.
Well, Squish got
Okay.
it. Well,
Yes,
the
yes,
player
Squish got it right.
Squish didn't.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you. When I serve you, I expire. I'm quick when I'm thin, and I'm slow when I'm fat, and the only thing I fear is the wind.
Got it.
Yep.
I honestly want to say, I don't know what I want to say.
Yes, that's... And she reads the papers and goes, "Yes, it is a candle!" Ha!
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I
Okay.
heard you. You said
That's
it.
right.
You said it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've only got 2 more. 2 more.
It's 2 for 1 right now.
Okay. Okay. Ah.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of these. I'm be a smart man.
I mean, I struggled with the first one for most of it.
Yeah.
Got the second one, the third one easily though.
I know a very select portion of riddles.
The second one was especially difficult for the player because German, different, and I didn't catch that pun. Usually I'm pretty good with that, but there my Germanness actually got in the way.
It works in Orcish.
Yes, as I said, it
Next
works
one,
in
next one.
Orcish.
Okay. I disappear as soon as you say my name.
Oh, I know this one.
So do I.
Disappears.
This is in my select view of riddles.
Is that it?
Oh,
That was supposed to be a whisper. I'm so sorry.
Well, again, odd or even.
I'm gonna stick to evens.
Well, in that case, Jeremiah doesn't get the answer.
Did you have it, Storm?
Yeah, I think Storm would have that. So,
Okay. And last, she says,
I
And
do
last
not think
one.
we will need it, given that it's 3-1.
do you wish me to do a fifth, or do you want me to stop? You are losing, Jeremiah.
Go ahead and do the fifth. Just for the
Well, you know what?
shits and giggles.
Give me at least a chance to regain my status as being not stupid.
You guys do know that this probably won't qualify who gets the sword, right? The sword is a fan of murder.
be wholeheartedly, but hey, I was challenged.
We're gonna try here. I belong to you, but everyone else uses me. What am I?
I know that one.
This one is also in my repertoire of skill.
Mm-hmm. I just need to roll something very quick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that it?
Yes.
Nee.
And man, Squish is nailing these. And did you have one? Did you have one, Storm?
Yeah.
I didn't see your answer. Yes. I am your name. Yes, you all got it. So the score was 4 to what? 2?
2, yes.
No, I'll be 6. No, it works. It works. 4 to 2. Yeah. So
Yes,
4 to 2. 4 to 2.
I have a riddle that I personally made up.
She looks over and kind of
Yeah.
moves her hands over to Anarchy, like, go for it.
And then 6 feet under, but not yet dead. Never forgotten, held on to instead. What am I?
Orla is like one of her fangs is like kind of like digging around at her upper lip.
I actually did make this one up myself, so I was very proud of myself because it sounded cool.
It does. It sounds
Say
ancient.
it again?
Say it again?
Yeah, say the riddle again.
6 feet under, but not yet dead. Never forgotten, held on to instead.
I do not know it.
Nope.
To be honest, the player has no idea.
I don't know.
One more time. Run that by me one more time.
6 feet under, but not yet dead. Never forgotten, held on to instead.
Just some kind of plant?
I was thinking.
I can tell you, it's not a physical thing.
Oh, the memories.
Mm-hmm.
You beat me to it. Memories.
Nope.
Oh,
No, that wouldn't. The memories aren't 6 feet under.
the memories of the person that is 6 feet under.
Right, but that's not what the riddle says.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna have to give up.
Yeah.
I quit. I give up.
Everybody give up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a grudge.
Oh!
You know,
Oh, you got it better, Captain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bury it. Oh, okay, bury a grudge.
Yeah, but it's not going
I mean,
to stay dead.
they try to bury a grudge. They don't do it well, but they try.
That's an excellent riddle. In fact, and she grabs one of the things and starts writing at the end of her book where there's some blank pages, and she says, "I'm going to write that in here."
I got one that one of the monks used to like.
Did Squish participate, by the way? Were those actual Squish handing notes up?
I don't know if Squish is smart enough to have got those. Those are the player.
Okay.
She's probably
Well, we're
gonna
gonna say
get the
what-
Campbell one, but
Yeah.
She might have done considering she got the lock puzzle.
yeah, okay, sure. Squish is smarter than you think. But I got one if you want.
Sure, why not? We're just having fun now.
All right then. I'm going to say this in my normal voice because it'll not come across properly as Squish. You now see 3 boys. On the box, each one has a name but doesn't know it. With the clues they have, tell me their names. The first one says, I know not much, but that I crush metal, but organic compounds can stop me. The second one says, I was hurt by the third and stopped the first. I was thin and nimble, but weak at the same time. The third one says, I am strong, but can still be crushed. I keep myself sharp enough to defend myself from the second.
Oh my god!
Storm just thinks, wow, the monks really laid it on thick, huh?
Ah, yeah, they really did.
Orla
Yes,
leans
I
in and
remember
says,
that.
Orla
Her
leans
voice
in
even
and says
changed. Look at that.
to Squish, she says, they did tell you the answer, didn't they?
Ardeth kind of nods. She's worked it out.
Would you believe I actually managed to work it out? It took me a long time, but I did.
I don't know.
No.
Do you want to whisper to me what Ardeth thinks it is?
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, we definitely are in like a game show setting. All of us are sitting in chairs.
Yeah!
It's not like an actual game show. It's like one of those comedic ones where it's just like it goes really fast and like
And the
2
dra-
people give their answer.
The Dragonborn Forger is the host.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dragon, yeah.
Oh, I feel like
Yeah.
Storm would be a great game show host.
Pretty much, Seph. But, the order is not correct.
Yeah, but
You swapped the last 2 and yet
Yeah.
not much. You're the first and third.
Hello and welcome to Celebrity Steel Cage Monkey Boxing.
She's just looking around at your blank faces, and she can see
No.
she's actually starting to get a little bit smug. Like, ha!
Yeah.
I figured this out, and they're having trouble.
yeah, Ardeth,
Yeah.
roll me an insight check, actually, Squish.
Yeah, sure. Insight.
I would say you notice Ardeth's a little distracted, but she's got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one.
Well, yeah, the robot gets it. Joking.
Everybody gonna pass?
I have no idea. None.
I have thoughts, but I have no concrete answer.
Stone, scissors, paper.
Oh, rock,
Oh.
paper, scissors. Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Ah.
To be
Yes.
fair to myself, I thought you said that each person's name had 3 letters. I was really puzzling that one out.
Ha!
To be honest, it was when you mentioned the blade. That's
Yeah.
what it clicked.
I got it with the first paragraph. The first one says, I crush metal, but organic compounds stop me. That's when it clicked for me.
Yeah.
And here I was thinking about things in the kitchen.
You know, I could have been all big of myself. Says, "Ha, I made that one up." I was like, no, I can't take credit for that.
No. Good. Honesty is important, Jurnis.
I will.
That
I don't know what the first one was named, but my guesses for 2 and 3 were probably creepier than your guys's.
Oh, now I'm just curious.
It didn't fit, but like it was the best I could think of. It was flesh and a heart. Yeah.
How can a heart be sharp?
Yeah, that's whole thing falling apart.
How can flesh crush metal?
I don't know.
She says.
I just knew flesh was something organic.
Orla looks seriously impressed at Squish and says, "That is also excellent. I am adding that to my book. This is one of my favorite books."
And flesh can squish metal easily. Aluminum.
I am just going to imagine that we're still in the forge and the gold dragon just like stopped working, is now leaning over to listen to us.
Yes,
he's enjoying it.
Now it's my impression.
I half expect him actually to join in and give us a riddle as well.
Actually, Semi has some riddles. Some very easy riddles that...
Escape, answer me.
Ardeth is kind of thinking for a second.
What is your name?
I might have one.
Semi has a couple, if you're willing to hear him.
Yeah, Ardeth can let Sammy go first.
Alright, so now these riddles are going to be super easy. All of you should be able to get him.
I like those kind of riddles.
Now I'm gonna have to D&D-ify these.
Yeah. I didn't bother just because I wanted it to be fun. I mean, but like for anyone listening in. But if you know enough about D&D to do it, I don't know enough about D&D to make it work in D&D. Sorry, guys.
So, first question. How do you put a dragon in a chest?
You open the chest, put the dragon in.
With Midnight, I just coaxed him in with some treats.
Sorry. Okay. No. It sounded like Anarchy and got it, but Anarchy, what was your answer?
You open the chest, you put the dragon in it, and you close. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you open the chest, you close the chest. Or, no, you open the chest, you put the dragon in, then you close the chest.
Yes.
Yes. Fair enough. How do you put a horse in a chest?
You open the chest, take out the dragon, you put in the horse, and then you close the chest.
Yeah, very good. Now, the dragons are holding a annual animal meeting. All the animals attend except for one. Which one does not attend?
The horse, it's still in the chest.
Shoots into the air.
Yes, I did get that one.
God damn it! You guys already know these.
No, I've never heard that before in my life.
That's a common one around playgrounds here, I'm afraid.
Usually it's a fridge and an elephant and a mouse over here. Yeah.
Well, no, the one in the real world is what I heard is giraffe, elephant, giraffe.
Do you know the last one?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So you have to cross a river, but is said to be infested with man-eating fish. How do you get across?
Anarchy's hand.
I take the bridge.
You swim because they're at the meeting.
Very good, Squish.
This is making Squish feel really smart.
It's
I
making
love
Laura feel something different.
Done as like a scientific study, right? Kids got these right, but like scientists and adults didn't.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
overthought it.
Yep.
yeah, it's like that one riddle that I can't show right now because it requires you writing numbers onto a blackboard.
Very well. How about this one? It's a little bit tougher. So there is a man, and he lives on the 14th level of a tower with a magical elevator.
I know the answer. I'm not going to say it, but I know.
Sure.
These are my rules.
Shush. Every day he takes the elevator down to the bottom floor, and when it's sunny, he goes up to the 7th floor and walks the rest of the way. But on rainy days, he goes all the way to the 14th. Why does he do this?
Well, he has to hope that he develops a limp, so he has a staff that he has to carry around all the time, so he doesn't have to walk all half the flight of the stairs because he's a short person.
Never mind.
Yeah, I knew that one. Sorry.
I don't have many good riddles.
To be honest, I have one that is rather middle of the road here. What is seen in the middle of March and April that cannot be seen at the beginning or end of either month?
Yes.
Yes. It only works in common, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Ardeth nods and just goes, well, I have one. I am
Let's hear
weak.
it, Ardeth.
I am weak, yet I have strength over men's heart. I am useless, yet I am valued by most. I shine like the sun, yet you can keep me in your pocket, but I still burn holes for some.
Oh, I think I know this one.
But do I suddenly think like I want to know what love is?
That's gold.
Yeah, I think it's gold.
It's gold.
I was going to say fire.
Why are you looking
Well-
like that kitten?
And at this point, Orla says, "I really was sent to the right group. I'm not joking. This is one of my most prized possessions." She holds up she says, "Believe it or not, reading is one of my favorite things. And I especially like riddles. So, I'm among friends, I believe."
Well, we could have used you a few weeks ago.
Oh, I'm not good at solving
Then
them. I
again,
just
we
like
had
telling.
Squish. But then again, we had Squish.
I'm starting to think she says, "I'm starting to think your mind is as much of a weapon as your fists."
I do occasionally headbutt things.
Very easy way to settle this. Both of you grab onto me.
Okay, grab.
Alright, grab. Shake.
You feel a darkness leeching at your powers. I want you both to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
I like you immediately. You guys just immediately trusted the evil sword.
Anyone got Squish? Squish. You better
Now roll
support
me
Storm.
strength saving throws.
Dice!
Stop, I really wish you would let go of the
Storm, you
sword.
don't look so good.
Now roll me wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Are we going through everything now?
No, these all make sense.
Finally, something.
Ow. Oh,
You
my
watch
brain hurts.
as the eye darts between the two of you. It's basically measuring you both up. He goes, very well. But Tabaxi may wield me.
Fantastic!
But bear in mind the price I ask.
I think you guys just
think you roboted too hard there,
Yeah,
Lizzie.
you really roboted, Lizzie.
So, you're his now.
Yes, I was able to get the measure of the pair of you. You are strong, but there is strength you lack that he more than makes up for.
I think the sword just calls
Don't
you
know.
dumb.
I. Congratulations. Yeah.
now
Yeah.
everybody's gotten what they want.
Yeah. I'm removing the blade of the Spider Queen from my inventory then, and you add it, Kubar.
Yep, will do.
Yeah.
Yay! It is
You
a great
say-
sword +1 statistically, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
all that handout.
Cool.
I
You're-
really thought the riddle thing would work.
You also get to roll, I think it's 1d6 poison damage with it as well.
Yep, so it says I'll just add a great sword +1 and then I'll modify it.
Yeah. That's what I had done.
Devillo.
Yeah. Actually had it named and everything, but say you want it fair and square.
Are there any hard feelings there, Jeremiah?
To be honest, I half expect. To be honest, I'm somewhat relieved
Yeah,
that I
it's
don't
like,
have to carry him around.
yeah, like I really wanted it. I really did, but that's the thing. I wanted it, you really didn't. So I wanted to take it off your hands.
Why do you think I let you win with the arm wrestling?
Yeah. Pretty obvious.
Too bad my poker face slipped. Well, shall we get going? We're holding up business here a bit.
Alright.
You
Thanks
are
for indulging us, Forger.
not a problem. I just hope that you'll come back again at some point.
For the riddles or for the quarrels over a blade?
Well, let's just say isn't every day I see a magical sentient sword get so annoyed with two people he has to intervene to decide who gets to wield him.
Oh, but it must be nice that it's wanted. Yeah, right.
It's nice to feel wanted, but never to be fought over.
You know, that's a fair point. But, how's it pronounced again?
Devillo.
Devillo. I won't let you down. I'll try and prove, in fact, I will prove to be a worthy wielder of you.
Good.
At least you're no longer stuck with me, goody two shoes.
Yeah, I mean, I have just the person to, like, use this blade on.
Oh.
See? We see eye to eye.
Just don't lose your moral compass, Storm.
I'm doing alright so far, but you're my friend. I'll take your concern to heart. I'll try and keep a level head on my shoulders, Jeremiah. Especially if you're around to make sure that happens.
Well, if you don't, I might end up with the blade again. If you go off the deep end, I mean.
Oh, fair enough. I'll try not to be an inconvenience to you.
Make no mistake. I follow the will of my wielder. Unless they do something that proves themselves unworthy. All I ask in return is that if you draw me, you'll draw blood.
I can arrange.
Man, if only you'd been there when I'd spilled all that spider blood. It was everywhere. It was on my hands. It was on my clothes. It was in my mouth. There was a lot of spider blood everywhere.
You mean the first one or the second one?
The first group of 6.
From afar, Mads cackles.
I like this little.
I got teeth made for biting.
My God, imagine if Anarchy got the sword.
I don't think we want to imagine that.
She's a bit too little for that right now.
I know, that's why it's terrible.
It's not like there's another sentient sword who's currently without an owner.
Yeah, no.
See, I knew about that. What did you think I was trying to slip away to do?
And Orla points to the exit of the room of the forge and says, I believe we've taken enough of your time. Thank you. We should be on our way.
No problem. Like I say, hope I'll see you again someday.
You will, he says as he adjusts Devillo on his back. Been a while since I've handled a weapon this heavy.
You would be surprised how light you can feel.
Okay. You make your way back into the palace. You can tell that it's getting ready for basically the evening meal. Great halls being organised with food. You notice a large chair being brought in, a large seat brought in.
No.
Kind of thing, and his queen are already sat there waiting.
Yeah, you get to play 2 characters now.
And it's not long before Faz and I can't remember where I put the name for Holly.
Rafe, I'm couldn't.
You can just call her Rafe for now.
Yeah,
I
Rafe.
just call her Rafe.
Yeah, Rafe. Faz and Rafe also made their appearance.
See, I want to greet them, but open mouth insert foot seems to be the flavour of Storm today.
Hi, Miss Holly!
Hello, Anarchy. Wave with a big dragon claw. Her movements are like I sort of picture her being like Anakin when he's first Darth Vader, kind of clopping around, like
A little bit clumsy.
a little clumsy.
Still getting too used to your new form, Miss Rafe?
And she kind of looks down and says, It's my new. Oh my.
Well, we're pleased to have you join our household, Rafe.
I'm pleased to be here.
Well, I guess this way you can never lose all your gold.
What?
Look at yourself. You're a gold dragon now, Wraith.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
oh, you mean my curse?
Yeah, that thing must be a thing of the past now.
Yes, I felt it leave. Feel freed of it.
Well, I'm happy to see that you're happy.
It doesn't even begin to describe it. For the first time, I feel like I know I am here.
D, I don't know if you're aware, but you sound really distant right now.
Probably because she is.
Testing.
There you go.
For the first
Yeah.
time, I feel like I know why the Raven Queen guided me here.
This was always your destiny, Holly.
And I'll always be thankful for it.
Just say,
Blessed Raven Queen.
yeah, she's actually. Just say, I would like Storm to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Any?
Yep.
Yeah, what the heck?
Storm, you hear the Raven Queen. She's basically stood there. She's basically sat at the table with you all. But you don't see the usual woman in the cloak you've been seeing so far. All you see is a swirling mass of black energy and mist.
Ooh.
So I see that, and I can identify as the Raven Queen, even though it's like a mass.
Yes, you can identify this as a Raven Queen.
Am I the only one who can see the Raven Queen is looking a bit different today?
I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah,
It's quite pretty.
everyone else just sees the usual woman in the cloak and mask. I'm just going to bring up the handout so people.
Don't tell me the sword is blinding your vision.
A good question. Devillo, has this anything to do with you? The Raven.
No, this has nothing to do with me.
Fair enough. Worth asking. I suppose
Well,
the next person worth asking is the Raven Queen herself.
That is an interesting point. May I ask what you see?
Oh, is the Raven Queen talking to me now?
Yes.
Oh.
The description is basically just a sort of like swirling mass of black, yeah?
Yeah, you can't make out any particular form.
I just see a swirling mass of black, Your Highness.
I see.
Is that significant?
Yes.
I have a feeling that this might have to do with the Inca.
Was thinking that, maybe.
What's this done?
Storm's in trouble.
Am I in trouble?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, that's fun.
I would not concern yourself about it for now.
Very well, my lady. Are you here to just check in on the Miss Wraith?
Indeed.
Well,
I wish to make sure she was settling into her new form.
she seems to be handling it quite nicely. Just some teething problems, but I'm sure she'll get the hang of it in time.
Settling is not the right word. It is a struggle, but one worth undertaking. I feel more alive than I've ever felt.
Big beaming smile.
You feel so. It is good you feel that way, Holly.
Are we all
Can I have
like
a
a
new
dining
name?
room?
Yes, you're basically a dragon-sized dining table.
She says,
Cool.
I've even gotten used to my new name, Raven.
Good.
Sooner than I thought I would. It's strange. It's like the name was always there.
Destiny has an odd sense of humor.
She looks at the others and says, I didn't tell you, but when I first got here, something about this place called to me.
Cool.
Finally be where you belong, huh?
It felt that way.
Well, it must have
It was
felt like
strange.
coming home.
Almost.
Far be it for me to
Except I've never-
question. Far be it for me to question the goddess that controls all our fates.
Fuzz. She says, and you called to me in a different way. But it's not like an innuendo. It's just like, aw. She's just like, you called to me in a different way.
Faz just kind of gently Because Faz is sat next to her, kind of gently nuzzles her neck.
That's adorable.
It is adorable.
I'm thankful that you all kept me safe till I could find this path.
Well,
The Raven guides me, but you kept me alive to get here. Too.
And you kept us alive to help you get here.
And none of you forget, I am still bound to assist you should Sune make a move.
Ugh, Sune.
That's the right attitude to have, Anarchy. She is a mean poo-poo head. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, and I'm still very much grateful to have your assistance in dealing with her Raven Queen.
She may be at work on other members of your group. But for now, do not concern yourselves with that.
Jeremiah suddenly looked very concerned.
For now, enjoy your rest. You kind of watch as she just fades away at that point.
That was interesting.
I'll learn how to do that sometime.
Well, maybe the mistress can teach you
just
how.
want. Yes.
The evening continues on. It's a pleasant evening, fantastic food, and you can see that Holly's really enjoying being here.
Jeremiah's still looking very, very confused. Seems a little out of it.
I just need to quickly roll something. Okay. The evening continues on. It is a couple of Kobold bards come in, serenade you with songs. One particularly enjoy reveling you with the tale of Nat the Manticore Slayer.
Yes! Yes!
I swear to God, eventually we will have one game that does not connect with the greater Dice&Dolts universe.
Yeah, that's when I do Star Trek.
Yeah.
And even then, oh look, video from the past.
Then we did a reference.
To be fair, Borsal didn't until Mads came into Dragon Heist, so... But no, you have a nice evening. You can tell that, yeah, this is where Holly's meant to be. And so it gets about 10 PM before it gets time, everything starts winding down. So, are you going to return to your rooms?
I'm just probably falling asleep at the table. I don't care where I'm at.
Aww.
Yeah, I'd say Ardeth picks you up and carries you back to the room.
Actually, if she falls asleep at the table, Rafe would excuse herself momentarily and pick up Anarchy, if Anarchy lets her, or if Anarchy's asleep, and
Both.
looks over and very quietly says, "Just one last time."
Oh.
Ardeth
And
nods.
picks up Anarchy and carries Anarchy off to her room, and would assume that she could get into Anarchy's room.
Yeah,
down.
yeah, if the rooms are dragon-sized.
Yeah, and sets her down and says, "Good journey, Captain," and then walks out.
I'd say as you walk out, you close the door, Ardeth's kind of followed you. She just sighs and goes, I don't know how you do it.
Do what?
Be such... Well, you find it so easy to be her big sister.
I am her big sister. It's not something I choose or don't choose. So are you, Ardeth.
I know, but...
You can't change what you are. Destiny doesn't let you change what you are or what you're meant to be. Look at me. I'm talking to you like this.
I know, but I didn't exactly make a very good job of it last time.
And she says, maybe that was your destiny to get you. dislike me?
I decided from now on, I'm not going to make that same mistake again.
Just ask yourself what you're going to do right now.
Well,
I believe in you.
once
You've come farther than I could ever dream.
between worlds. But yes, nothing is going to harm Anarchy from now on. And if we're heading to Arcadia, I'm going to make sure that she's safe.
I trust you, Ardeth. I watched you from Shadow, and I trust you.
I appreciate it, Rafe.
Keep yourself safe, too.
I will.
And then she says, I love you all. And then she walks away to go back to Faz. And she has a little bit of a melancholy look on her dragon face.
Ardeth kind of just gently opens the door and kind of creeps in. Try not to disturb Anarchy. She takes up her usual place where she sits to meditate.
Yeah, no, Anarchy doesn't wake. Anarchy sleeps like a corpse.
Yeah, so Ardeth basically goes into a trance to rest for the night.
Aww.
What is with Anarchy and just collecting powerful ladies that are like, I am now related to you?
Anarchy has a magnetic personality.
To be fair, the mistress made Holly do that.
Yeah.
But Holly liked it anyway, being having a sister to take care of.
True.
Oh, what does anyone else want to do?
I got something I want to do, but it depends on everyone else first. Haha.
What do you want to do, Storm?
Okay. Storm needs to go collect something before we retire for the night.
Storm, are you trying... If you're taking something from someone, ask them first.
Oh. Sure. Fine. Okay. Alright, where's Holly? Or Rafe, rather.
I would say she's heading back to the dining hall.
Yes, she is. She's going back to be with Foz because that really broke her.
Miss, if I may have a moment.
Of course, Storm.
So, it didn't occur to us at the time. We're gonna miss you too. But, your belongings, whatever happened to them when you transmogrified?
Out of character, I think that, didn't they all just, sort of end up on the table, except for her armor?
Pretty much. I'd say they've moved to your bed. I'd say they've moved to your quarters.
Oh yes, I still have them. Not the armor, that was made by the Raven. She reclaimed it.
Fair. May we have Seasting, please? The sword with the genie in it. I don't think you have much use for it anymore.
No, I wouldn't, but oh my goodness, yes, that's a sentient being, I can't decide that, but, everything I have, you're welcome to take with you. If he's amenable, you can take him. If not, then I'm not sure what to tell you. But I won't be wielding a sword like that. It would be a toothpick.
Above game.
The same joke.
Above game. I don't think I could ask the sword permission because you have to be attuned to it first.
Well, you can still ask him. It's
Come with me, Storm. Come with me.
It's an NPC after all.
Hey,
Come with me, Storm. We'll see. Come with me.
Alright, thank you, Miss Rafe. Let's go.
I'll just go wait in our room. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
You can come with. I wanted you to come with. It's just Jeremiah guilted me for a few moments there.
And Holly moves to go back to her gear, hands her gear over, which includes her I would assume her magical replenishing darts, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's something that the Raven Queen gave and
Reclaimed.
takes.
Okay. Let's see, my darts, oh no, those are gone too. Oh dear. And then she gets sea sting and she says, she like kind of picks it up in her little, like kind of like holding it up, like so it's just like hanging there from her claws, and she says, excuse me, hello.
I was wondering when you were going to get back to me. Wow, you suddenly had a glow up. So, what can I do?
Holly looks back and literally shrugs, like dragon shrugs, and says, Destiny.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but, yeah, what do you want? Never mind, you've only got 2 wishes left.
I'm staying in the Dragon City. I'm wondering if you'd like to go with any of the others. I really can't wield you anymore, as you can maybe see.
Tell you what, I think out of a lot of these guys, I think the kid would be the one most suitable.
Is that a good idea? Anarchy can be very
impulsive.
But we all trust her, don't we? Says Holly. I mean, right?
Yeah, but a few times she has thrown out the phrase, I wish, kind of willy-nilly.
She does literally want to live forever. She's made that quite clear.
She did also say at one point, I wish I could bite through metal.
I have an idea.
It's kind of a bit more. You kind of have to do a bit more than just say "I wish" to make a wish, you know.
She says, "Can I trust you not to be cagey about anything she says?"
Like I said, there's kind of rules about what you can and can't wish for, and how you wish for it. So, yeah, she kind of had to conjure me up. Ask me first before she can say the whole "I wish" malarkey.
And you'll give her a little bit of advice to back down if it's too much.
I give you my word as a father.
She nods. She says, "Grant wishes like a father would." Does that work?
For argument's sake, I'll say yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm expecting from you. She says,
Be the responsible one in this family dynamic.
yes, be the responsible party. Then yes.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure that these guys have the responsibility thing covered for the kid.
She says,
We try.
yes, but I'm expecting it from you too. And then she hands to Storm, and she gets a little choked up and says, "All right, well, you can have all the rest of it too if there's anything you need."
Sake of brevity, what else is in Holly's inventory?
Oh, symbols of the Raven Queen. I mean, I can't really copy paste it, but yes, she has it's all like really simple stuff. It's like she's got a mace, a quarterstaff. Did she still have the ring on her?
I would say yes, but it's kind of stuck on your finger. It's kind of expanded.
Oh, so she still has it as her dragon. So she says,
Yeah.
"This won't exactly come off," and she shows the expanded ring.
Mm. To be honest, if I think some of these might still be mementos of your travels with us, and
She hands over the bag and says, Jeremiah, the
yes,
point is, I want to keep the mementos inside. And she like touches her chest and says, I want to start over. I'm asking you to take these things away. Can you do that for me?
all right. If you insist,
And you be the father for the group too. All right.
He's pretty much got that covered. He was being very stern with me today.
Not just stern, nurturing and supportive,
Oh, that's Jeremiah in a nutshell. Don't you worry.
and most of all, listen to everyone.
I might need to work on that listening part sometimes. You know how stubborn I can be.
That's what I'm asking you. Will you listen?
I will.
Just say yes.
Yes,
Hello?
I will. Yes, I will listen.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to the main hall and thank you for all you've done for me and everyone else.
Hey, you go enjoy a night with your Prince Charming.
Oh, he really is, isn't
Hell yeah.
he? Right, let's go back. Let's go back. And then she like takes them back to the hall. Silently.
Is there anything else Pat would like to do before going to bed for the night?
Nope.
Okay. You all spend a little while longer with the royal family. Kindling makes sure to give you as much information as he can on the Fey Forest. But it's getting closer to about 11 PM before you all make your way to your bedrooms.
Does Orla with someone or is she by herself? I would assume.
I'd say
She already had
she's
a room.
by herself.
Mm-hmm.
For tonight, though.
You want to bear with me?
So
Oh,
we're
yes.
all in our rooms now, yeah?
You're all in your rooms. If you want to talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes, that'd be great.
Fine, because Storm has stuff to talk about. As he idly fiddles around with Sea Sting in his hands. I'm not going to lie to you, Squish, I'm a little disappointed.
What do you mean?
Well, I had wishes I wanted to make, but I can't betray Rafe's confidence. Or the sentience of the genie inside. So this blade goes to Anarchy, and not to me.
Well, the genie let you wish for me when it was in Holly's possession. But that was because Holly let you. Maybe if you ask Anarchy, it'll do the same for you.
Storm, roll me a perception check.
A very interesting night.
Okay, one second.
To be honest, I don't like that fellow.
Yeah, you can feel the sword rattling in your hand.
Which one? I have several.
Feelings mutual,
Yeah.
friend.
Got something to say, my friend?
I kind of let you have one wish on Miss Holly's request before, but I'll tell you what, how about I throw you a freebie?
Freebie for us, eh?
Yep.
Alright.
Since I'm between masters, so to speak.
if I only got one. Squish. When we made the previous wish, it was made in a hurry, and I don't think we thought it through properly. It was kind of thrust upon you. So if we want to reverse that or amend it, we can do that.
Well, I've been thinking about that. And it was kind of what I wanted in the first place. I was worried that I'd be leaving people behind, but now that Miss Holly's a dragon, I guess she'll be around.
So, you think you're okay with the path ahead?
Yeah. I think it'll be good. And I'll get to stay with Mitty. And Holly will be here. And you'll be here for a good while.
I'm gonna insight that. So, is it a deception?
No, she's being perfectly honest. You can see that she has finally grasped what it will mean to outlive her friends, but she thinks she can deal with it? Maybe?
Storm engulfs you in a very fluffy hug.
No.
You're smart. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for, Squish.
Yeah, you would know by now Squish is a very in-the-moment person.
Yeah. I wish I could be like you sometimes, just living in the now. I think that's part of why I love you so much.
I think I love you too.
Oh, it's so lovely to hear you say
Must
it
be
too.
love.
And Squish is gonna hug you back.
Oh, what a crazy little thing called love.
The power suddenly somewhere you hear Helios and then that's the power of love.
Power of love.
Oh, he can't help himself at this point. He's gonna punt a little like feline smoochie atop Swish's head.
Giggly, nervous goblin noises.
Alright, so if you're well and truly catered for, then I guess the wish could be used for another purpose. I've had a couple of ideas.
Well, come on, I can't have you kids being cute all day.
Alright.
We're adorable.
Confession, Squish. I was going to run away and procure Cease Thing earlier in order to give myself a bit of a beef up in order to properly wield this greatsword and have an edge against Jeremiah. But, well, I don't entirely need that, and there's something else I can give someone too. And Storm looks back at Bolt. I mean, I kind of got all the fantastical eldritch powers from Aquanox, but Bolt's been kind of gypped out of that deal. I think there's something else I can give him. Decisions. I mean, he's quite happy the way he is.
A jaunty hat?
Ha! No, have you heard of awakened animals?
Just blinks at you.
Bolt doesn't look very sleepy.
I know that some sleep over the winter and they need to wake up in the spring.
No, an awakened animal is a creature that's as smart as you and me.
Raccoons.
Yeah, imagine a raccoon that could talk, though, and debate philosophy with you. Exactly.
Oh, great. You really want to Bolt talk back.
I discussed these potential wishes with Seph. They were prior approved.
I was hoping you'd go for the strength increase.
That's fine. Okay. No, you know what?
My son can talk to me, so that makes sense you want to talk to your son.
Yeah, but getting the impression that Bolt's quite content silently judging people and letting me know how he feels about all of you.
Bolt nods at that.
Yeah, see, he doesn't want to give away his advantage, his edge, his secrets.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Me?
Yeah.
On myself?
Give advantage, yeah.
Yeah. Do I have to roll anything for Bolt, or...?
No. 21. You know that Bolt is plenty intelligent as it is, he just can't speak.
Well, fair enough. If you're okay, buddy, just thinking of you.
Yeah, he enjoys basically you being the only one who can understand him without magic.
Yeah. Okay. Then sure. I wish I could wield this sword more effectively. I need a bit more strength in order to give it the maximum swing.
Okay. Now remind me... Oh yes, let's see... What is your current strength?
Do you want the modifier or the actual number?
The actual number.
10.
10.
That's what I need.
Okay then. And your hit dice?
I hit dice. Both classes or just one?
Just Ranger.
7d10.
D10. Okay. Agenrath pauses for a second, flails his arms a little, goes, okay then. Bill Larson said done this, so gonna add a little pizzazz.
Figured you'd enjoy a bit of showmanship.
Alakazam, Alakabov! I messed that up, so let me mulligan that. Alakazam, Alakafluff, make this kitty super buff! Get down!
Oh, this is worth it. This is worth it. That's for that.
Sammy, is it just me, or are you also hearing this song that I can only, this tune that I can only describe as disco?
Yes. Storm, you feel your body tightening. Your muscles start growing. You feel your strength increasing as you gain 8 points to your strength.
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Yes, you rolled phenomenally well on that.
Whoa!
Oh!
I had to double check.
Well, the question is, where the power goes, it usually drains away somewhere else.
No, it was a straight wish.
Storm,
That's what
your
wish
biceps are
was.
not bigger than my head.
Yeah, I think I got that beat now. Jeez! You're good at your job, Rajenrath.
It's a genie thing.
Just gonna add something to the player chat.
Mm.
Holy crap!
Buff kitty, buff kitty, little ball of fur. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm so
I'm just
glad I
adding-
thought of this.
I just added something to the.
Yeah,
Whoa.
buff kitty.
I didn't think it would roll an 8. But that's the way the dice goes.
Well,
Don't ever say I am not a merciful and generous DM.
The dice gods kept Rascal alive, and the dice gods have made the kitty super buff.
well, I have to say, you're looking decent now. You probably could win me.
Bedroom.
No. What are you talking about? I'm not here. I am the other blade right now.
Oh, thank you for your generous freebie. I'll ensure you get to your new master in the morning.
Just with advice, Dragon King doesn't like you smearing oil all over his palace.
Why does the kitty suddenly want to talk in an Austrian accent?
Why is the kitty suddenly wearing small leather outfits and not much else in the palace?
Yes, we need to change. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
That wasn't quite the reference I was going with, but it works.
Yeah, I know.
Emperor.
I know. But still. I was sticking with mine.
Everyone posting buff cats in chat now.
Well, you do know what the use of steroids usually leads to.
Shush! This is madness!
I'm going to roll a d12 for every int.
No!
I need to get the gerbil with the banana image again.
Eventually we'll calm down from our high viewing audience.
And one last one that I have to share. That's one of my favorite pictures of all time.
Yeah. That's basically what's happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Well then, dear Squish. Everyone's gonna notice this in the morning for sure.
No shit, you ripped your shirt.
Oh god, I just remember Cyanide and Happiness with the Link parody Lonk.
I'm sure it'll hold out till I can get to a tailor and get it all refitted.
Actually, no. You find your clothes have adjusted as well. You're not going that muscular, to be honest. You've not got that muscular, but you've definitely got stronger.
It's dense.
Yeah. It's a case of it's looking a little tighter, but just in the right places.
Ooh!
Just in the right places.
Dear Squish. Well then, dear Squish, want to have your run of the the new bod? The snuggles will be something else entirely tonight.
Well, you might have the strength, boy, but you might not have the stamina that you need now.
What? I can just remember this. I can just remember this clip of Mark Hamill looking at the 1990s Luke Skywalker figure. My chest is also a waterbed.
Yeah.
Really, I'd say that's pretty apt for Storm right now.
Yeah. His shirt is one of the few things that didn't quite shift, so yeah, he's showing off a lot of man cleavage.
Well, in this case, more meow cleavage.
Yes, we got something serious to get to now.
Indeed.
Anyway,
as you all go to sleep, Storm, you feel a familiar sensation.
Hmm.
The feeling of water on your new hard body. And you find yourself in the pocket realm of Aquinox. You watch
Sorry, carry on.
as the eyes appear in the windows, and the great giant eye, once I found it, of Aquinox appears in the gateway before you.
Oh yeah, that's my squid daddy.
You seem different, Storm.
Ha!
Looks like you even lift, bro.
Okay, try to play the game seriously now.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks for noticing, Lord Aquinox. Just had an encounter with a genie who was feeling rather generous.
Indeed. I trust you noticed my little gift to you as well.
Would that be regarding the Raven Queen's new appearance for me?
Yes.
Oh,
I've granted you a chance to see the truth.
the truth, you say?
Yes. Few have seen it and retained their sanity, but I will allow you a glimpse. You watch as beneath you the ocean floor vanishes, and as you stare down into the great abyss of nothingness, you see a great serpent coiled, devouring its own tail. But it appears to be dead.
What is it?
The remnants of a creature that once existed. You see before you Tempest.
Tempest.
What remains of him.
What
He is-
happened?
The elves worshipped him once, a god of time. But this aspect of him faded and died. This is why there are many worlds connected by the plane. Many were Exandria, Eberron, Vorsel. Many worlds indeed. The gods can move between them, while creatures such as myself exist outside of the plane. You wished my aid in dealing with Sune.
Yes, I did, but I understand if you can't give me too much help.
Which is why I grant you the power to see through her illusion. Through all the gods' illusion. What you saw tonight was the Raven Queen's true form. Shapeless, without true substance. That is the form she gained upon her apotheosis.
So it's her truest self, really.
Yes. What you see is a facsimile of her original self before she became a god.
See?
It will allow you to realize when Sune is close to you.
Thank you, my lord. I'll put this gift to great use.
And since you now control... Well, you do not control the sea sting and the dagger is its sister. Well, you will protect the wielder of the needle and the sting.
Of course I will, my lord. They're my friends, after all.
Good. Now, enjoy your new physique.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to come in handy when wielding Devillo.
Indeed. You watch as the eyes slowly close, and you return to sleep.
See through the gods' deceptions now. That's so cool.
Yeah. And I think that is where we will leave it for this week.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Play of the game.
Rolling an 8 for a strength increase?
I'd say.
Yes.
Where's
Yes.
the
Nice.
strength now? That has to be over 20.
No, he had 10 strength, so it's 18.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but I went from average to nearly as strong as a mortal could possibly be.
Great.
A little stronger than Jeremiah, who's at 17.
Dice gods were on your side.
Yeah! RNGesus loves buff kitties too.
Fail of the game. The DM choosing a D8.
All of us failing half those puzzles.
Yeah.
I still just image this forge dragon getting ready to go back to work, and then these bunch of mortals just sit there and challenge each other to puzzles. He's just like, oh, cool.
Yeah, he was curious. He was genuinely curious and enjoyed it.
This episode should be called Riddle Me This.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, any thoughts, theories, ideas?
We did fuck all this episode.
If soon as any smart, she's going to go not for Squish, but someone else.
What's
Then
that?
again, she's a
Is that
crazy
snail?
sex maniac.
Snail.
Hey, thoughts, theories, ideas. Sune's apparently got her eyes on someone else in the party.
Not
That's
good.
She
interesting.
might have. She may be affecting someone else in the party.
Fascinating.
And did you see there was a snake devouring its own tail at the bottom of the ocean or whatever?
Yeah.
It's
Tempest,
dead though.
Tempest, aka an
Ouroboros?
Ouroboros, yeah.
Robberus.
Yeah.
Worry about
Rob
Tempest.
How
Ordos.
do you pronounce it?
Yeah, Rob Ordos.
Gesundheit.
Boris?
I was just making a Red Dwarf reference.
Oh,
Our Boris?
Ordos. No, it's Rob Ordos. You must have been thicker than a ticket to Wad.
And I'm going to strenuously disagree that we didn't do an episode. We had tea, and that's important.
It is.
And we had a
And
lot
we
of role playing.
Yeah, and we got to integrate all into the party.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
be
yeah.
real here. Like after the high drama of the last couple sessions, we needed this one.
Yeah, we needed a low-key
we
session.
needed our riddle sesh.
Yes, and I was very happy to have an excuse to point out that Orla likes to read books and is not your typical half-orc.
Yeah,
Right. But she's a half-orc.
yeah, she's a half-orc.
Yes.
Well, she's mostly orc
I mean-
by the description. She looks. She did not get much of her human side.
Well, she got the curiosity from the human side.
Yeah. It's almost like there's someone else in the party who values intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I have
God.
no idea who that
Orla
could
and
be.
Ardeth are gonna have big, long nerd conversations.
They're gonna have discussions about Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Because
No, not again.
Picard
not
versus
even gonna-
Kirk.
that's not even going to be a discussion. It's clearly Star Wars.
I like both of them. They're both cool.
Yeah.
Arg,
Yeah.
How quickly can we get to the next port? Ah! I could totally picture that happening on a boat ride, and Squish just like
Roddenberry's,
break stuff.
Roddenberry's utopia has no bearing on the real world.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
So, Seph, question. Does
Ola,
this...
I am
Sorry.
I am literally a wizard with a magic sword. Magic glowing sword.
Then you should be on my side.
No, I see the value in both.
You're impossible.
I would like
Just
to.
like
I would like to
Roddenberry's
unsubscribe from both of your newsletters.
Yeah, go on, Kubar.
Yeah, question. This new ability, like, is there an official, like, feat you've written up for it, or am I gonna have to make up my own?
Just put whatever you want in the description, to be honest. It's literally just
Okay.
like, Aquanox has literally just allowed you to see through God's physical forms.
I can do that.
Look at your
Oskin's obfuscating bullshit. Emitter.
But is
Much.
it just God's physical forms, or is it like any illusion of a physical form?
No, it only applies to the gods in their physical form.
To gods and similar creatures, I presume.
So,
So he would see Sam in his normal form, even if he's, even though he's just the lord of the Hells.
You don't know what you would see if you looked at Samael, Asmodeus.
I was saying, he goes to Samael. Oh, you look different now.
Oh, yeah. Going down the list, it's a good night from Cork.
A good night.
A good night from Icy.
Good night, everyone. Sorry, I wasn't very talkative tonight.
Is okay. A good night from Jurnis.
There is more kitty to sleep on.
A good night from good night from Orla.
Good night, everyone. And also from Reef, I just need to say good night to everyone and thank you for having me.
A good night from Kubar.
Good night, everybody. Remember to cuddle your buff cats.
And a good night from Lizzie.
Good night.
And it's a good night from me. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.